Guys, welcome again to this video, and in this video we will discuss about this folder structure in our project. So as we saw in our previous video, we created the project with the help of the command npx create react app, then app name, and in that project the project name was first project, and in this folder structure we got these four files and three folders. So today we will discuss about these folders and file, what it is, and what is the importance of this package.json, and what are the differences between package.json and package log.json. So let's start one by one. So first file is the package.json. So basically this is the important file in our project, and this file contains the some metadata about our project, and you can see that what is the name of the project, and what is the version, and what is its accessibility, private, it's true or false. Okay, and in this our next is the dependencies. So like basically package.json contain the list of all the dependencies which are installed in our project and along with their version. So we can see that the react and the version of the react which we are using in our project is 18.2.0, and similarly with the react dom and the react script, and the react dom version is 18.2.0. And there are also some scripts which are also added in the package.json. So these scripts are used to run our application. Like if we want to run our application, then we have to use npm run start. We have to build our project, so we can add our scripts also, and we can customize these scripts also. So similar, like you can also do this, like my name is Ajay, so you can run here like your project with the react scripts and then start. You can comment this, and with this also you can work like npm run Ajay. So in this case it will also work, and in the one script we can write these multiple scripts inside that. So these are basically used to execute the project in the like during the time of the build, test or start. And these are the some linting configurations, so we have to avoid some lint issues in our project. So es lint issues, so we can use this for the es lint issues. And these are the like browser list and related to some production environment, and this is for the like development, like on the chrome or on the firefox and on the safari, like which version we are using and it is compatible or not. So basically package.json is the important file in our project, and it contains it contains the list of all dependencies, list of all packages which we are using and along with their version. And the another file is the package log.json. So this file also contains some project metadata, like what is the name and what is the version requirement. And this file also contains the dependencies and their sub dependencies data, like which dependencies which we installed in our project, and that dependency depend on which sub dependencies. Like if there is a dependency, and that dependency depends on number of dependencies, so it can be possible. So it is basically large file, and it contains the uh, all the details related to the version and their sub dependencies. And basically so now the question comes in mind that like what is the difference between package.json and package log.json. So basically package.json is created in our project when we do like npm init. So during the time of the npm initialization, the package.json is created, and all the dependencies are listed here which we are using in our project. But when we do like npm install, so at that time package log.json is created, and in package log.json, so as we discussed earlier, like we have details of sub dependencies. And so basically, so let's discuss about some practical example of this package log.json, why we need to use this one. So basically we are working on a project and some new person join our team, and that person also clone the project repository in local system, and that user has, that person or that employee has also the same code base uh, as compared to the like master branch. So basically in the package.json we have list of all the dependencies, and after cloning the project, so he will run the command like npm install. So at the time of the npm installation, what it does, so it will basically check the files package log.json that it exists or not. If it does not exist, then package log.json file is created, and in package log.json what dependencies are added. So basically it will check what are the all dependencies which we need in project. So basically from the package.json we get all the dependencies, and if you see there is a tilde sign which we are using over here. So basically this is the caret sign which we can see here. So this caret sign is also used to lock the dependencies for all the other uh, teammates that are working on the same project, like for the same dependencies which we are using in our project. So that's why this caret sign is used, and with the help of this caret sign that we can install the exact same version of the dependencies in our project. So that's why like it's caret sign. uh, with the help of this we can lock all the like we can lock our packages, lock in terms of the like version, so we can lock the version of the packages. So that's why we use this lock sign. And in the package lock.json means we are locking the package at the some specific version, so that all the developers in the team can have the same dependencies version in the project, like package or package lock.json. So that's why we use package lock.json. And move to the next file, that is the get ignore. So in this file we can add all the ignore which we don't want to commit on the git, which we don't want to add these things during the commit. And now move on to the next folder. One is the node modules. So basically node modules contains all the packages which we are using in our project. So basically no, when we do npm install, node modules are created. And then another folder structure, the public. So basically this public folder structure is related to the React UI. So in this we can see this first file favicon.icon. So this is basically the icon which is related by the ReactJS. And there is one HTML file, that is the index.html file. So as we discussed, like React is used to create single page applications. So this is the only page index.html which is served to the browser. And in the index.html page, so we can see that it is simply a normal HTML page including the head, meta, element, and the link. And after that we have a like body, and inside the body we have a div, and that contains the id is equal to root. And move on to the next. This one is the logo of the React which is using in this project, and this is the manifest.json file. So basically this file is more concerned to the progressive web app, so we can ignore as a beginner this file. Yeah. And the another folder structure is the source folder. In source folder we have the like same main file index.js file. So in index.js file, so similarly in this case also we can see that we have a react dom node, that is the react dom dot create root. Create root is a method, and inside that create root we are injecting a dom node that is created with the help of the index.html file div. So basically it uses some app component. So basically app component is here app.js. So basically this is the component, and in the previous video we saw that we changed the here. So we have to change all the things in the app component. So app component is the root component of our application, and that app component is used in index.js file. And in the index.js file we are creating a root here, and inside that root we are using a root dom node. So basically this in the public index.html file, so basically this is the root dom node of our application. So in index.html we are using this, and this is our app.js component, and app.css component are the like some css which are used in the app.js. So like the body or the for the header styles, so all these css we are using in the app.js. This is the index.css file that we use some css on our body. So these css are used in like index.js file, and this is for the logo which we are using in our index.js file. So there is one more file, report web vitals setup test.js. So basically setup test.js file is used for the unit testing of the component in our project. So yeah, that's all about the project folder structure in our React project. So if you have any doubt or any concern, you can put in the comment. Yeah, that's all for this video. If you really like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you guys.